Topic 1.3. Why did Japan emerge as a world power and what was the impact on international relations? Early 19th century Japan was characterized by lack of modernization and industrialization, and it followed a very rigid samurai structure as well as the shogun. It wasn't until the Fillmore and Perry incident where President Fillmore of the United States forced trade with Japan that Japan finally opened two ports for the U.S. And this made Japan have an ultimatum to realize that they needed to industrialize in order to prevent this from happening again, just like China. And so the Meiji Restoration happened, in which they restored Emperor Meiji and immediately started industrialization of Japan. Basically, they started introducing German copied in constitution as well as other Western ways of living. They adopted a lot of other forms of factories like machine building, boats, a lot of railways, as well as urban development that would be structured around their own industrial revolution. And they developed so quickly in the amount of time from the Fillmore and Perry incident up until the early 1900s. And it was really a drastic change in Japan that allowed them to become a very strong country at the beginning of the 20th century, as well as a lot of allocation for a military budget that would strengthen Japan even more. Their first demonstration of power would be in the First Sino-Japanese War, in which Japan, wanting more materials for industrial growth that they don't have in Japan, entered China and fought the First Sino-Japanese War, in which they acquired Korea and other vital parts of China. The triple intervention was basically Russia kicking Japan out of Port Arthur, which they acquired in the First Sino-Japanese War for their own interests, and this caused resentment in Japan and a demand to build up their military, in which they would eventually show it off in the Russo-Japanese War, in which Japan won against Russia due to their vastly industrialized military. There was also the Anglo-Japanese alliance, and because of Britain's also distrust towards Russia, seeing them as a threat to their own interests. And this really marked Japan as a world power for the moment. However, it would also be shown in World War I, in which Japan fought on the side of the Allies and demonstrated their power in China when they took a lot of Germany's colonies and also was the main trading partner across the Eastern, due to the fact that the European countries were fighting amongst each other and couldn't really trade their market. This helped Japan's economy and made them grow even more as a power, putting them on the map alongside other countries. Now, because of the fact that Japan was taking a lot of Germany's colonies in China, they issued the 21 demands on China in order to strengthen their influence on it. And that's it for 1.3.